Howdy, howdy, everyone. Today we are going to make a bridge to cross the stream here. But before we actually get to making the bridge, we need to fix a big mistake that I've done here. And that is I made all of this without having a character size model. So off screen I made one, so let's link it in here. And if we come out here, I'm just going to add it into the base directory of the Git repo. It's called character size. And if we just go grab that collection and bring him up here, we can see he is very tiny compared to everything. Our grass is taller than him. So let's go ahead and hide him. And now we're going to scale the rest of everything else down to fit him. And I've played around with this off screen, so I have some numbers that'll make sense for me, but if you were doing this for yours, you'll want to shrink it down until your person's size makes sense for you. What I've found for me is if I come up here to the item and I select the main outer terrain here, we can start scaling, and if I watch that scale number go to about 0.291, right there, we bring our character size model back in. He's up here. Let's align him roughly where we're going to have the character start here. Bring him down. Right about there. You can see he is about the right height and the right width to be walking along this path here. And that's what we're looking for. And that leaves us with one other problem. If we render our view here, you can see our grass is really, really big, so we're going to shrink that down. And in order to do that, we just grab our outer terrain area here. We should actually rename that to terrain. That will make things easier in the future for searching stuff. And if we come down to the particle section here, we can come down to the render size, and I believe I want this to go down to about 0.19, and that will make things about the right size here, if I can control my screen. And if we render, the lights will need to be dimmed a little bit. They're a little bright for this size, but I can fix that later. But that makes all of our grass roughly the correct size for us here, and that's what we're going for. To make the bridge, we're going to actually just go to the vertical view here and add a plane. We will drag it over here, rotate it a little bit, scale it on the x-axis and the y-axis here, just so we get a good rough idea of what we need here. Let's move that up. And I think that is about the right size. It might need to shrink on the y-axis a little bit, maybe. I think that will be pretty good. Actually, maybe we need to go just a little longer on the y-axis. Perfect. Now, if we just copy that and open another blend file here to our basic model, we can actually just paste that in. And if we zero out the location here and the rotation, let's save this as a bridge here. And we will rename this to bridge, and we will get rid of our default cube here. Let's actually duplicate this. And call this the backup here. So we have something that's helping tell us what the size is if we accidentally lose it for some reason. Let's link in our now I lost it. There we go. Game assets. Our character size model again, just so we have an idea. Let's actually just bring it off to the side here. Now we can go into editing our bridge here. So let's tab in. Let's edge cut it here. I think 9 or 10 edge cuts is probably going to be about what we want. Let's actually hide the bridge back up. Oh, see? That's where you're supposed to hide it beforehand. We actually did all of that on the backup, so let's hide the backup now. And try that again. I think I did 10. I think I like that. Let's go to edge select here, grab these, let's bevel them just a little bit here. And let's delete the faces on that. Extrude these up a little bit. Let's check our size here. Let's give them a little more thickness. And then if we press A to grab all of them, let's press F3 and type in randomize. And if we hold shift here, we can move the randomization around. See if we find a seed we like better than the others. I think that's good. Makes all of them just a little different. So now if we just come and grab the middle one here and do a little proportional editing, let's actually grab the whole thing here and lift it up so we get a nice little curve there. Now what we want to do is make some railings and a little bit of support, so this looks like the bridge is at least a little bit supported. Structural engineers, please don't look at this. It's not going to be pretty. So to start with that, we're going to go to the top view here. We're going to add a cube. Oh, turn off proportional editing. Let's bring it up here. Bring it to the side there. How does that look in comparison to our person? Let's make it just a little bit smaller. And then if we just grab the top here, actually let's move it over just a little. Grab the top here, bring it up, kind of use our human size there to judge how high we want it. And if we take this and go to the top view again, and let's duplicate that, bring it down to about there. Then if we press L to grab all that again and duplicate it, and we want to rotate on the x-axis by 90 degrees. And I believe if we go to the front view here and just bring it up to here and scale it on the y-axis, I think that will be good. And then if we just duplicate that, there we go. And bring this down so it's touching all of our boards down there. Perfect. And now I think we want to probably just grab this face here. Let's scale it on the z-axis a bit. maybe just a little less, so we can give ourselves just a little bit of support for the bridge here. I think that's good. Let's go down just a little bit. And then if we just extrude that out, there we go. And then grab that, oh, wrong board. Grab that board, come back to the front view, duplicate it, bring it over to about there, and rotate it to be about the same. It doesn't have to be perfect. A little less. There we go. We have a good support system. Now we just need to grab all of these and duplicate them to the other side. So duplicate them. Let's change this to be the 3D cursor. Rotate it by 180 degrees. And now we have the supports on both sides. If we move our little character kind of in the middle here, it's a pretty low bridge here, but I think we can actually just come back in, and if we grab this and this, this and this and this, and one more, we should be able to bring these up just a little bit. That's a little better. Now let's just do it. Let's just bring them all up. So we got a good guardrail there. We'll need to redo these a little bit, but I don't think that'll be too hard. So let's just, actually, let's just delete these ones. Come back over to this side. Get rid of this one, and let's just start these over again. Because I want them to be the right size for us here. So if we just duplicate that, scale it on the z-axis a little here. Duplicate it. Change this back to bounding box. Perfect. And then we grab both of these and extrude them out just a little bit. And then let's grab both of them again and rotate them back to the other side. Oops, gotta duplicate them first. There we go. Now we have those supports there. Let's grab everything and scale it down to 0 over here to make it a good wood color. And yeah, we've already named it. We have it in a collection. Let's save this. And let's go back over to our simple game scene and link it in. So if we go up to our bridge here, grab that collection, bring it up, let's go to the top view, make it a little easier on ourselves. And there we go, that looks pretty good. Let's save that and go back over to our bridge scene here. I didn't mean to have that in there, but I thought we colored all this. Oh, we forgot to assign the material. There we go. Now if we come over to the rendered mode here, we can actually see the color. And because we linked it, now when we come over here and we have the rendered mode, we have our nice little bridge. going right up over the stream just like we wanted it. We can maybe do a little, if we grab the right thing, we can do a little tweaking to it here just so it doesn't get so pushed under the grass here. We can probably actually rotate it that way just a little bit. Oop, top view. Let's recenter it just a little bit. There we go. And that is us adding in the bridge. Because we have it linked, you can go back to the bridge blend file itself and add a little bit of texturing, make the bridge a little more rickety looking if you'd like. If you guys liked this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And if you have ideas for other things for us to add, please post them down in the comments. We're getting pretty close here. After we get the trees in, we'll start adding a little bit more detail and actually turn this into a floating island. So if you want to see that, keep coming back. We post every Sunday. You guys have a good day. Bye.